Hello everyone, thank you for joining today's webinar. My name is Dmitro and today we're going to discuss the topic how you can improve efficiency of account managers in a bank. Prior we begin, please drop me a line if you can hear me well. Please drop me a line in chat. Thank you very much. Thank you. This webinar will take about 20-25 minutes. And at the end of the webinar, I'm going to answer your questions. So please drop your questions into the chat or into the questions area of the webinar. Let me begin. So firstly, traditionally, I would like to say a few words about the company. Integros was founded in year 2002. And since that day, we made more than 150 CRM projects for more than 70 customers from 10 countries. We worked with Sugar for 9 or 10 years exclusively. We provide business consulting. We implement CRM. We are the vendor of the Sugar add-ons. We provide custom modules development. Also, we are familiar with Sugar performance tuning. We provide on-premise upgrade services, and of course, we support and maintain our CRM customers. So, what is the account manager in the bank? They are to operate as a lead point of contact for any and all matters specific to the accounts, to build and maintain strong, long-lasting customer relationship with bank customers, to oversee customer account management, including negotiating contracts and agreements to maximize profit. The developing of strong relationship with customers means connecting with the key business executives and stakeholders, and account managers also answer client queries and identify new business opportunities among existing customers. While doing that, they liaise with cross-functional internal teams, including customer service, product development departments, aiming on improving the entire customer experience. A successful account manager should collaborate with sales team to achieve quotas while keeping customers satisfied and engaged with the bank products and services in the long run. The environment an account manager used to operate in presupposes a numerous bank-to-customer interaction points, a lot of staff and automations that perform interactions via numerous communication channels. This kind of omni-communication inevitably raises gaps and confusions, and the initial idea at the account manager, the person which is assigned to important customers and closes the gap between the customer and the bank via the awareness and willingness to help. But proactive and self-motivated account manager faces challenges. How to get a quick overview of what and how has changed in the portfolio of accounts this manager is responsible for. How to get aware of all the plans, all the deadlines, but list of the accounts and their subsidiaries also. And what requires the attention? So in total, what are those important details? How to get those important details without clicks and ticks? To show how to improve efficiency for account managers' work, I will use Sugar Bank demo, which originally meets universal bank expectations from the CRM tool. It includes support of the corporate business, where account manager's role appears, private banking, but also retail. So the accounts are the customers for corporate, while individuals or contacts could be retail clients. The account manager of corporate business is focused on accounts. So the accounts manager dashboard, I'm sure you can see now, must provide a handy overview of my accounts, the accounts that the account manager is assigned to and responsible for. For that, the dashlet of sugar should provide the information regarding these accounts in terms of changes have been made to these accounts. For that, account manager used the dashlet that shows the recent key events that happened with these accounts. For example, it could be tasks that have been completed by the teammates from other departments, or it could be changes have been made to this portfolio of accounts by adding new accounts or excluding accounts from the list of accounts that is this account manager is responsible for. Or it could be changes that in the tier of the customer that are provided by the internal scoring system. So it means that the information that is important, that matter for the account manager, could come not only from the from the CRM, but also from external sources like scoring system, or it could be also a kind of integration with the marketing system and the website, just to inform the account manager that his account and some contacts of this account are interested in some products that bank could provide. At the same time, it should help to focus on those events that are important in terms of relationship between the company and the bank. So it could be the ML risk detected, or the simple situation when the particular contact has changed the company, left the company and joined another company. So in case there is a kind of a contact of the account, in case both accounts are the customers of the bank, so this information should help the account manager to build stronger relationship, or even extend or develop a particular customer. Of course, the list of these events that comes from the different sources could be quite big. So to overview this list, there is a report on the dashboard that shows the statistics of the key events and the number of these events, the types of these events, defines the interests of the account manager to different fields of bank to customer interactions. And of course, just not to lose inside this list, just to make it signal inside of noise, account manager is able to focus on the particular types of key events. For example, those events that refreshes the list of accounts. It could be the assignment of the particular accounts, or the new accounts have been added to the list by registering these new accounts, or the accounts excluded from the My Accounts list by changing the assigned to account manager. The events that matter in terms of relationship also can be configured easily in the dashboard of the account manager, and that is just the regular dashlet that could be configured by selecting the particular event types that account manager would like to see in his dashboard. So that is how he's aware of the changes within the My Accounts portfolio. Also, the key events he would like to focus in, and also in case he's helping the sales team, the production team to sell the particular bank products, the events that shows the changes within the sales funnel regarding the accounts this accounts manager is responsible for could be of interest of the account manager. Here, from this perspective, by configuring the appropriate dashlet, the account manager of the bank is able to see the changes in the opportunities that take effect in the sales funnel regarding his accounts. For example, from this perspective, you can see that the particular construction loan opportunity was rolled back to the previous stage by the sales team that is responsible for this product. And as a team member, he's able, and good teammate, the account manager is able to reach out to the person who's responsible for this sale and asking whether any help needed with this opportunity. So with this inquiry, the information goes to the person, to the particular person, and that is the notification that person will get in his sugar interface. So that is how the calibration is organized inside the CRM, and that is how the account manager could help in teamwork while selling the products, bank products to the customers. All the calibrations are organized into the calibration topics. So from this perspective, the account manager is able to see the inquiries that he's made to his teammates or to other departments, and also the answers that he received on his inquiries. So that is how the calibration is maintained inside the CRM and how it effectively helps to interact with the teammates. Since the account manager is aware of recent key events regarding his accounts, he is able to overview also the need-to-do tasks he has to do regarding his accounts. For this purpose, he used also the dashlet that shows what he has to do currently or in future. For that, he can overview that plan of the actions using the report. So here is the kind of need to do over the next 7 days report. And the list of the need to do events is provided on the feed, and that feed shows whether the need to do event is overdue, or it should be current event, or the event that should be done in future. So from this perspective, he's able to plan his work and to decide and to perform actions on time, improving the relationship with the customers, and also trying to develop them, because that is how the account manager performs his major function of maintaining the relationship and helping customers to stay with the bank. Usually, since account manager is a person who's responsible for the customers usually have the phone number of the account manager. So that is why when performing his daily activities, account manager usually receive the incoming phone calls. In this case, the task for the account manager is to get ready for this incoming call, for this communication in seconds. For doing that, let's have an example. If someone from DNBLP company is calling, the account manager can leverage, can use the out-of-the-box search capabilities of Sugar just to switch to the particular account. And from this perspective, he has to clarify fast what are the recent changes, what are the behavior, what are changes in relationship maybe, what are the recent events that happened with these accounts. Just be prepared for the dialogue. Of course, it is possible to make it just by overview the data that is provided in Sugar Bank solution. You can read the details on the card, but also go to the sub panels, but but the account manager don't have time for that because he have to prepare quickly. So he just opened the customer journey just to clarify what are the current status of the development of this customer. And the next step he does, he switches to the prepared get ready for incoming call dashboard. This dashboard, the purpose of this dashboard is to provide the account manager with the information that should help to answer the call, to show his awareness of the account's current status of the relationship with the customer. For example, it could be the recent behavior of the customer that shows his customer experience with the bank. In case the customer has downloaded some white paper, it could be the download white paper from the website, or also in terms of collaboration with the bank organization. It could be also the support inquiry. So the account manager has to be aware of this recent activities received from the different channels, from the web channel and also from the support channel. So that is how, from the single view, the account manager is aware that regarding the recent behavior, regarding the recent activities that customer showed, and also the recent bank to customer activities regarding the payments and maybe the facts about the overdue amounts and something like that. So just focus on them, and that helps you aware also regarding the opportunities that currently open, and maybe also regarding the upcoming activities. So those activities that should be performed soon. So that is how, in a seconds, the account manager gets ready for the call and ready to answer the questions regarding the case, showing that bank is, but know that the case has high priority, is going to answer soon. And directly from here, from this interface, the account manager is able to reach out to the corresponding person based on the call results, just to help bank to improve relationship with the customer. So when the call is over, the task for the account manager is to log this call. So he can make it directly from here by logging the call. Sometimes it could be an example. So the customer could ask for support, support their projects in Africa. By providing some additional loans. So that is inbound call, that is held call, that is call from the account DNB Corporation. Who was calling? Kevin was calling. Kevin. So that is how the call is logged in seconds. And once this call was saved into the CRM, when you overview the history of the account, we can see this event on the timeline have been registered. So that is how the timeline naturally extends by the events that are collected either via the CRM interface or via the API interfaces by getting the data from internal sources, internal bank systems, or external sources, for example, website. When the call is saved into the CRM, it's time to overview the details regarding this account. So you can see from need to do regarding this account, there is time to check interaction with tier 4 account DB title company. You can see that is another company, but the reason is that the DB title company is the subsidiary of DNB LP corporations. So the idea is that, of course, you can check the information regarding the subsidiaries via the sugar interface using the member organization subpanel, which shows the parent companies and member companies, or even the relationship modules, or even to check this information via special relationship interface that shows the relationship between the contacts, customers, and also prospects. But the reason is just to focus on the events that are related to the subsidiaries directly inside the feed of the parent company. And that is how it could be organized, helping account manager to perform his function of extending the relationship and being aware of the task to do fast by providing this information in a context of parent company. Let's have a look how these need to do events are generated. Let's go to this record. So that is the event, time to check interaction with tier 4 account debit company. These events is a type of to check account interaction. To check account interaction means that there is the accounts module inside the CRM, and the task is to control the next interaction date, which is the characteristic of the accounts. Additionally to that, you can define the filters by specifying what are the accounts you would like this control date to track, whether it could be just the accounts of the particular industry, for example, or it could be the accounts that are assigned to particular manager. So you define it directly from here, and also you're able to set the target where this need to do event has to be shown. So in this case, it is shown in the parent company, just to show this using this link between the parent company and subsidiary. The text here you can see in the need to do feed is defined by the template, so you can make it with the configuration. For example, time to check interaction with, and here you can define even just to highlight by the color, depending on the tier of the customer, you can choose the color that would help you to focus on those tiers that matter the most. So that is how these events are organized. Let's get back to the cooperation. So from this perspective, the account manager is able to clarify the recent history and the whole timeline regarding the account, and also what it has to do regarding this account, and also regarding the subsidiaries of this account. But since the manager is responsible for the portfolio, that is the reason why the manager usually work not just with a particular account, of course, but here is the list of accounts this manager is responsible for. So from this perspective, he is able to overview the portfolio timeline to get to focus on the events that are related to the portfolio, not for the single account. And in the same way, he is able to overview what he has to do regarding the portfolio, because he tender portfolio regularly, and just trying to focus on those activities that matter in terms of developing the whole portfolio. By applying the filters and focus on the particular subset of the accounts inside the portfolio, he is able to get details regarding these particular subset, focusing on the timeline regarding this subset and also the need to do's regarding this subset. If the account manager would like to see to overview the whole list, what he has to do, and also to focus on all events that happened recently, he's also able to switch to the timeline view inside the CRM. So on the left side, there is the whole timeline, all past activities regarding the portfolio of selected accounts. And on the right side, there is the need to do's regarding this portfolio. In case he's looking for the particular record inside the history, he's able to make it directly from here. For example, meeting. Okay, here is the meetings, and overview the meeting details, including the participants of these details. So that is how the manager can work with, in the same time, to work with the past and also with the future. And all this about the portfolio of accounts this manager is responsible for. Let's get back to the presentation. The idea is that no matter how many events account manager need to track, it could be past events, or it could be future events. That events could come from the different sources, either CRM or internal bank systems or the website, that could cover any domain that banks that exist in the bank. It could be service, it could be sales, it could be account management, it could be also a lead generation team. But all this, all you need is inside the CRM with two feeds: the future feed, or provided with the need to do viewer, and the feed of the key events provided by the timeline viewer. So that is how if I could challenges, they turn to you can, because you can get a quick overview of what and how has changed in the portfolio. You can get aware of all plans and deadlines by the list of the accounts and subsidiaries, of course. And also how to focus on that requires attention. And that is how you can get the account manager of the bank can get important details regarding all the accounts he's responsible for with no clicks and digs. So what do you get? You get awareness because you see plans and changes when you need it if you're account manager. You get time saving because of easy and quick access without digging into data. You get flexibility because you can configure your custom events. And what is needed in terms of systems, in terms of tools? The Sugar Enterprise is a CRM core system which is extended with a timeline viewer to track important changes across all the system and channels, and also need to do viewer to track plans and key dates across all the CRM data. By the way, the awesome Sugar for Bank solution I've built the webinar on came from Chris Sofos, Senior Solution Consultant for Sugar CRM. If you're interested in the bank solution details, please reach out to me and I will help to contact Chris. Now, your questions, please, if any. Please, if you have questions, drop me a line into the questions or into the chat. I can't see any questions. I can see just confirmations that the audience can hear me. Okay, since there are no questions so far, you can always rely on our help at any time. You can find me, you can write me, you can reach out to me I would happy to help you. Thank you very much for your time. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.